What is up, you sexy fucking Appletuns? It is your captain of the Sunset Lake Sceptiles coming to you for week 2 versus the Farmington for Alligators, otherwise known as King Eevee in our league. Now, I am re-recording this commentary, so bear with me if I had some fatigue, but I'm going to keep my energy up because I left the music on right there. I left the music on while I was talking. Stupid me. But anyway, if you guys did watch the team builder, or if you haven't, please go do that right away. But I pretty much thought he was gonna bring what he did bring, so I'm just gonna go through my thought process there while we're going through. But yeah, check out the team builder, my G's, my little Appletons. Alright, so I lead Clef, gotta switch because my Clef is made just for this team, just to kill Haxorus, and I wanted Appletun to be burned rather than toxic. Alright, so Rotomosin, to read the toxic, I switch into Snorlax. I avoided it, but I'm immunity anyway. Now, the Snorlax is built mainly for Sylveon, but it has coverage, right? So I heat crashed just thinking it would have stayed. It didn't, since he didn't see I was immunity. We're normally thick fat. It was odd. So he Willows me. I read the Willow, did that. Let me slow this down a little bit. I read the Willow. I'm like, perfect. I can wall the Rotomo now, staying like this. And then I predicted Hex, and then watch this double, or this triple. So I go back out into that, and then I'm like, all right, mind games. He's probably gonna Willow again. I'm gonna go for Apple Acid, which I do here, and then we take it to the 6. He hits it. All right, we can speed up now. He hits it. I go for Apple Acid, and I'm just assuming this motherfucker is gonna switch. I'm going for Apple Acid again though to see what it does on the, or do I predict here? Can't remember. No, I don't predict. I go for this, and then I body press, knowing it's not gonna do too much, but oh no, this isn't the round. All right, so I don't body press here. I switch hard Darm. He U-turns, which is smart on his part. He gets the pivot, and then I U-turn. We just gotta get the fuck out of there. I am running Trick, but we'll worry about that later. I couldn't reveal my tricks. No pun intended. I couldn't reveal my tricks that early, especially since Scarf Earthquake hits 0 aura at this point. So I could kill him right now, but I don't think he's gonna stay. So I recover as he goes into Rotomo. I know I wall the Rotomo, but I didn't really know what he wanted to do, so that Volt Switch was there just to go into Corviknight, and I body press. This is the body press where I just live with it. I knew it wasn't going to do that much damage, especially while it still had the flying typing, but we take those. So I go into him on that walls of Runerigus, and he reveals a taunt, which I didn't expect it to be taunt. Braviary, I switch. I should have Stealth Rocks, but I switched. Going to this, reveal the U-turn. I'm just going to go for it again. I don't lose anything by U-turning. I get a little bit of chip, and I pray that this isn't Cleric Sylveon, so Runerigus could deal with it, and it's Cleric Sylveon. So I body slam knowing the Jellicin's coming in. I did it to hedge my bets and be able to heavy slam the Sylveon in the next like 1v1 matchup between them, but you know, I have a smart opponent anyway. I see that the Haxorus is out, so I got what I wanted finally. This whole thing is to get rid of the Haxorus. Clef is made to live 1 after +1. Poison jab, so I'm just gonna Moonblast and kill. And thank God that thing was gone, bro. I couldn't deal with the Haxorus. I really couldn't, so I'm glad I took it out. Then he goes into 0 aura. At this point, I don't need Clef. Later on, I figure out I did kind of need Clef, but whatever. I sack it. It's gone. I can't do anything about it, but whatever. I'm glad I did this. So I bring in Darm. I Earthquake instead of U-turning because I didn't think he would think that I was faster, but you know, he hexes me. I'm just gonna recover up on the Corviknight, and the rest of the battle is just pivot and plays. Like, my goal here basically was to find an into Runerigus, get my rocks up, and burn something, right? So I find my in and I do it like immediately. But you're gonna see that in a bit. So my in's right here. He hyper voices. I completely forgot about Pixelate. I thought it was gonna be immune, but yeah, Pixelate. So I Stealth Rock on the Protect. I found out it was Cleric. I was like, fuck. So I do go for the burn to help with rolls, and I Willow him. Thank God I hit. Thank God I hit the Willow. So I hit that Willow there, and at this point I'm like, okay, this battle is going about the same rhythm I'm going to, but it is Cleric Sylveon, so I'm kind of walled with Runerigus. That really fucking sucked. It really fucking sucked, and he could win that game because Poltergeist can miss. So I just stay here and I'm like, alright, I'm done with this. I'm going to Lax. It's AV Lax. I'm literally made for you. And I didn't think he was going to switch into Pringle. So I just heavy slam. after I showed the body slam. Or he didn't switch into Pringle. My bad. He switched into a Corviknight. And I could have heat crashed. By the way, I made every read wrong with Snorlax. Made every fucking read wrong. But with whatever. I did do the play that I wanted to pull off, which is get pressure from Corv on a U-turn. So now I have pressure and I can stall this. But I'm predicting the Toxic here. I switch. He Toxics. And I'm feeling like, alright, I could get one of my two sweepers in being Monkongo, Rillaboom, or Darmanitan. Back into Runerigus, he reveals the Defog. Don't want to take a Leaf Storm or a Toxic, so I switch back. I was actually a little shocked that he Toxic the second time, seeing as I have two switch-ins to it, but whatever. I Leech Seed on the Corviknight, knowing damn well the Corviknight's coming in, and I believe I go Runerigus again. I'm pretty sure I go Runerigus again, or I tested him. It's one of the two. I should have body pressed there. Yeah, that's the play. I was eating myself up while this was happening. I was like, should I body press? If he roosts, I'm good. And I hit him with a body press, but I didn't because I have no sack. And then he goes back into Rotom. I'm glad I Apple Acid there, but Juno, I completely wall him. At this point, I decided to, you know, just do the bare minimum and just stay in rather than stay in and hit rather than recover, just because I didn't know it was coming in, and chip on you would have been extra nice, hella nice. So I go back into Runerigus. This is my chance to get rocks back up, so I do it, get the rocks up, and now I'm back in my advantageous like position where if he wants to defog the shit away, okay, I know where the defog's coming from. It's coming from Rotom. If not, then we're good. And if he wants to stay in, I could just pivot back out in the Lax and hope he stays in. But again, this is dumb on my part. I go into Snorlax having already revealed the Heavy Slam, and I go for fucking Heat Crash. Or no, I go for a Heavy Slam again, don't I? Yeah, I do. And I should have gone for Heat Crash, but I made the wrong read with Lax every time. Every single time. He gets a crit there. It doesn't really matter, but it sucks to have more damage on me. So anyway, I Heat Crash in front of his face. He did a beautiful switch. Fair play to King Eevee, bro. This battle was crazy. Fucking crazy. He scalds. I get burned. This is where it gets rough. This is where it's legit. This battle was wild. I had so much fun. Again, like last week, I don't care if I win or lose. If the battle's like this, I will fucking take it. I will fucking take it. And this was my in for Rillaboom. Yes, there is no Grassy Surge, but I don't notice it here. I don't notice that I don't have Grassy Surge here, and that pisses me off because I legit clicked it in the team builder and I didn't mean to. I really didn't mean to, but whatever. Things happen. I finally get to pull off my gimmick with the Trick Darm, and I U-turn out of there. I don't want to deal with a Hex. So at this point I'm sacking the rune. I should have just made a hard pivot, but nah, I didn't really need it there. And this is where my sweeps start. He can Hex me all he wants. He could X me all I want. Again, mind you, I know I could kill the Corv, but I'm thinking I have priority still to kill the 0R. If not, I have Appletun who kills the 0R. It 1v1s it, even if it has Play Rough. So I'm chilling. I did calc for that. It's just a Sylveon that would have messed me up. So we get into this. He misses the Play Rough, and I'm in shock. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I realize I'm Overgrow Monkongo instead of fucking Grassy Surge, and that was unfortunate. Mad unfortunate. I sack it here. I could have pivoted, but what was the point? Darm swept up. So I go into Darm. Not Scarfed anymore, but I know I kill. I did say a low roll kills the Sylveon, but I didn't factor in the burn. So even if I had gotten a min roll, he would have died. And that's fair play. So in summary, it was a hell of a battle. It was a fucking wild battle. I'm glad I got my first win, but fair play to King Eevee. That shit was great. It was amazing. It was a top tier battle. Much respect to you, James, and happy fucking birthday. With that being said, I'll see you in the post game, my G's. What's poppin', my sexy little Sunset Lake Sceptiles? You see I'm rocking this little Letterman again. We out here, fam, for a little post game interview with myself, I guess. Just the post game. Again, shout out to King Eevee. Fair play. Why'd I say Eevee like that? Shout out to King Eevee. Fair play. The battle was fucking crazy. The battle was wild. It was a team that it was pretty much spot on. Like if you watch the team builder, that was like 2 minutes before the battle. I legit predicted Mon, sadly, but it still went down to the wire because of a mistake. So I want to talk about that. I honestly can't believe I didn't like go over my team one more time and check that little ability, because I took off I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, I had taken off Grassy Surge for Overgrow, and I don't even remember clicking that. And I'll look back at the video now, and it's probably, where's that shit actually? Where's the reader? Whatever, I don't have the reader for it, but it's here. It's on my computer. I'll look over it, but I was really salty about that, and I was kind of pissed I didn't look too much into Eevee's team. But yo, the Feraligators were rough. That was a crazy battle. A lot of pivots. I had luck go on my side, which, I mean, is okay. I'm just glad I went with my gut, because last week I did not. Yo, hold up, crispy ass green shit. You guys can't see it, but there was some shit on the inside of here that I was wiping off. But yeah, so last week I went against my gut. I put an entirely different team out, and fuck, man, I can't be playing like that. I can't be playing like that. This shit isn't for anything but respect and fun. So I just went with my gut. I went with a dope little team. Tried to read his team here. Let me pull this shit up. Let me pull up. Yeah. So I have the Appletun out. I had the Darm. I had the fucking Runerigus, Snorlax, Rillaboom, little Monkongo. Shout out to Monkongo on that shit, bruh. On that shit. He was on that shit. He dodged that play rough. What a goat. What a fucking goat. I was so, oh man. See, I still had it in the bag because Appletun, but I'm glad Monkongo did what it needed to do. You feel me? Because then I sacked it. That Sylveon was a big ass problem. I didn't get to do what I wanted to with Snorlax. I'm kind of pissed with that. And I missed every single read. Every read I tried to make with Snorlax, besides the bait of me going body slam on purpose, I completely read it wrong. I was heated. Not really heated, but I was just like, oh, fuck. I want to make a dope play and I can't. I should have known after. I said it in my, actually, a couple minutes ago for you guys in the recap of the battle. I straight up said, like, I shouldn't have heavy slammed that second time. But you know, it happens. It happens. I'm glad I won. I'm competitive. Even though I'm like, okay, let's put it this way. I like competition, but I don't take it too serious unless it's like do or die, if that makes sense. Like, I love competing, but I also love competing like for fun. Just the moment when people are like, what the fuck is that? That's what I live for. That shit is beautiful. So shout out to Rot for inviting me to this draft league. Shout out to everybody in the league, especially my opponent this week. It was crazy. A 64 turn battle, or 65, or whatever, however long the battle was. That's just neck and neck. It really was neck and neck. It wasn't a straight up sweep. My boy Darm came through. I'm glad that I did bring Trick Darm, because a little bit of rolls there for taking the leftovers, and it did wipe out the last two mons that I needed to be wiped out, because Appletun wasn't going to do it. He was not going to 1v1 a Sylveon, so I'm glad I just went straight into Darm. All in all, I got to prepare a little bit better. I do want to play better. It's disrespectful to my opponent if I just play like complete garbage every week, so I don't want to do that. What else? I don't know what else to say besides shit was crazy. I don't know what was going on his end, but that team was nice. That team was nice. Again, I thought about most of those mons, if not all those mons, coming together. The only thing that I think would have been different would have been the Slowbro. That Slowbro would have been, I guess, checked. I don't know. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see what I could do with Slowbro out there. And then if I had the Grassy Surge, it would have hurt the Earthquakes, which is the only thing to deal with the Slowbros besides the Psychic. I ran Psychic on Clef. I did run Psychic on Clef for the Wheezing and the... That's what I was going to tell you guys. For the Wheezing and the Galarian Slowbro that he was going against. It was wild. But yeah, so... this is the end of my little victory corner. Shout out to you guys. I know last week I didn't really do a team builder, but there's always going to be a team builder. Always, always, always. I just forgot to last week. And yeah, with that being said, shout out to us. We're 1-1 now. I don't know who my opponent is for this next week, but whoever it is, fair play to them. I'm coming with some heat. Yo, I hope it's rot. I hope it's rot. I got something for you, bro. Since draft day, I got something for you. Alright, with that being said, I'm the captain of the Sunset Lake Sceptiles. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you liked the video. Dislike if you disliked the video. I'm gonna get out of here and get out of your hair. Peace.